Some people feel homesick their entire life without ever being able to name the place they're missing. Not a city, not a childhood home, just somewhere that felt completely safe, completely theirs. That place never existed, and psychology explains exactly why your brain keeps aching for it anyway. Point 1. You're not missing a place, you're missing a feeling. What the brain stores as home isn't architecture. It's not a city or a house or a room. It's a feeling of safety, of belonging, of being fully yourself without managing anything. The brain attaches that feeling to a time or place where it once felt that way, and then spends years trying to find it again. The problem is, you can't go back to a feeling. You can only go back to the location, which, without that feeling, is just geography. Point 2. The place you're missing was partly invented. Memory doesn't record, it reconstructs. Every time you remember something, your brain rebuilds it from fragments and fills the gaps with what felt true, not what actually was. Childhood summers feel warmer than they were. Old friendships feel simpler. That version of home feels safer than it probably was in reality. Psychologists call this rosy retrospection, the brain's tendency to recolor the past in softer light the further away it gets. So the home you're aching for was always, at least partly, a construction, real enough to miss, but too edited to return to. Point 3. Some people are homesick for a time, not a place. For others, it's not a location at all. It's a version of life that felt less heavy, before certain responsibilities, before certain losses, before you understood things you can't unlearn. This kind of homesickness is called desiderium, a grief for something you can't get back because time moved and took it with it. Not because anything was lost, just because you grew, and growing cost you the innocence of not knowing what you know now. Point 4. Some people are homesick for a place they never had. This is the hardest one. Some people grew up in environments that were never safe, never consistent, never home in the emotional sense. And yet they feel the ache just as much, sometimes more. What they're missing isn't a memory, it's an absence, a longing for something that should have existed but didn't. The brain knows what it needed and didn't receive, and it spends years quietly grieving that gap. Core reality. The place you're homesick for isn't on a map. It's a feeling your brain once touched, or always needed, and never fully let go of. That ache isn't weakness, it's your mind holding on to proof that safety and belonging matter to you. The question isn't how to get back there, it's how to build something that actually feels like it.